Is it about optimizing the legacy value chains, or is it about fundamentally creating absolutely new businesses? Do you need to regulate this industry? How much do you need to regulate? And the big question which most companies are asking is, how do you capture full value out of blockchain? Right. So it's the same set of fundamental questions which we had when the internet era began, which we are kind of seeing repeated here with blockchain itself. Now, I've kind of been involved in the blockchain industry for about, give and take, 3.5, 4 years. And I don't just operate within blockchain as a tech. I look at various other technologies. And I'm sure many of you would, as well versed in blockchain, would be well versed with machine learning, AI, IoT, you name it. There are a whole host of technologies which are equally hot. But the question which always came into my mind is, why is blockchain singled out as having the most transformative potential among many others? And that question, I kind of asked a lot of experts within BCG and also within the industry, and I discovered the answer in a surprisingly very different space. It's called physics. Now, many of you would have heard the word continuity. Right? Continuity, you would ask, what does it have to do with blockchain? Now, the concept of continuity is important here, because outside the realm of quantum physics, continuity is a property of the physical universe that you and I live in. Now, if I was to pass something behind my back, you could be pretty damn sure that what left my left hand is exactly what appeared on my right. So continuity actually enables you to identify things and people in the physical world. It provides identity, it helps provide ownership, it helps provide transactions and trust. So in the physical world, your driver's license, your passport, any other photo ID actually provide continuity in the physical world. But think for a moment about the virtual or the digital world that we all are talking about here today. Unfortunately or fortunately, there is no continuity in the digital world. There is no way for us to guarantee that a string of data is original as opposed to a copy until now, until blockchain came in. There were many attempts made at digital money many years back. There were many attempts made at transferring electronic data, MP3 files, you name it. But it has always gone and hit the walls, where privacy concerns have come in, where the legality of what's being shared, whether it's original or not, has come in, until blockchain came in. Now, blockchain provides continuity between two sequential transactions in the digital world. For the first time ever, it guarantees inheritance, it guarantees ancestry of data. Blockchain provides continuity in the digital world, and that enables digital identity, it enables ownership, it enables transactions, it enables trust, it enables contracts, and it enables marketplaces between participants who may have never known each other without the need for intermediary. And companies who actually understood the power of digital continuity rushed in, and this is about 3, 4, 5 years back. Many of you from the companies who actually rushed in, they wanted to explore, what is this technology? What are the applications? There were proof of concepts, there were pilot use cases, there was a whole lot of efforts put in to explore the possibilities of blockchain. And more importantly, they wanted to find, where is the profitability angle within this technology? Now, while there are still a few hurdles which remain, and maybe full value capture is still a few years away, if you really look deep into the trenches, pardon me, you'll find that pilots and prototypes, which started about 3 or 4 years back, are sort of now maturing. Okay. the disintermediation and the disruptive power of blockchain has now been proven. And whether we like it or not, adoption is slowly growing. That's the reality. And you'll hear more about it from various speakers today. Now, there are two questions which I often get asked by CEOs, senior leaders, or board members whenever they call upon BCG. These are people who are at very senior levels, not necessarily that conversant in technology, but they ask us the question, what is blockchain and should I be doing something about it? Because everybody in the market is talking about it. And my answer is always a set of two questions, and I'd like all of you to think about it. Number one, is there a real business problem to solve? Because if there is no real business problem and you're trying to put blockchain in, I don't think it's going to give you the results. And number two, if there is a real business problem, is blockchain the most elegant and the simplest solution among many other technologies out there? Okay? If the answer to these two questions is a resounding yes, then all that remains is that you need to set up correct expectations. People somehow believe blockchain is something which I'll take it out of the box, put it into my company, and it'll work tomorrow. Well, guess what? It is yet another technology. And I believe many people in the room who've actually worked in corporates realize enterprises are not really that good with implementing any kind of technology. Okay? So you could take a project, multiply the cost by 1.5, double the time it will take, and possibly you are in the zone wherein you might be right. With blockchain, I would say budget an extra bit of time, an extra bit of money, because you are dealing with a technology which is evolving at a very, very rapid pace. Chances are that by the time you started, you did something from first principles, you realize 3 months down the line, it's actually available by the likes of Microsoft or Amazon, now out of the box. And things are better, faster, simpler. Now, to speak more about this topic and to present much more deeper, richer insights, I'd like to start the day by inviting our first speaker on stage, and that's Ms. Deepti Prasad. She's a specialist on blockchain technology from Microsoft, and she's going to talk more about how do you leverage the transformative power of blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Deepti Prasad.